Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while since I've done a podcast. So I'm definitely going to get back into it, since so many things are going on. Well, we all know about Donald Trump bombing certain locations in Iran, believing that they are making nukes. And it's an accusation that Donald Trump has put out in the media. There were some that actually debunked Donald Trump. But nevertheless, he went ahead and he bombed. Now, the word I'm getting is those bunkers were empty. They said they knew once they started bombing Israel that eventually they were going to come for those locations. So Iran already took the opportunity to clear out those bunkers prior to, because number one, Netanyahu was talking about using bunker busters on those locations, and Donald Trump was talking about going in there because they not supposed to have a nuclear program and they can't have nukes. Y'all really put the propaganda out there long enough for these folks to make those kind of moves. Or they could have done it prior to even dropping the first bomb, because they know how the US move. They know how Israel moves. And for many years, that's what they've been talking about. Iran not being able to get a hold of nukes. You have to keep nukes away from Iran. I mean, I've heard it a million times over the years. So I am absolutely not shocked that if this is true, I tend to believe it is. Now, some of you may feel differently, but they're saying there was nothing in those bunkers. They been took everything out of those bunkers and relocated it elsewhere. So y'all gonna have to tell me what you think. Do you think Iran is that much on top of their game? I would say they are. They have studied the US and studied Israel all this time, and they know how these leaders move. Rarely do they deviate and do anything shocking. They just don't. You know what to expect. So, if that is indeed true, then Donald Trump's move with B 2 bombers is like a hollow victory. In fact, it's not a victory at all. All right. And I looked at this Ayatollah's speech. I don't know. He just didn't appear that upset to me. He did speak of, finishing up what the US has started. He did speak on that, but he didn't seem that upset, y'all. And just judging from his demeanor, I don't think anything was lost other than those bunkers. You can always build more bunkers, and I wouldn't doubt that they already got them. They already got those other facilities. They would have to have it. If they were able to move everything out of the bunkers, then they would have to have more bunkers up in there. It's no doubt about it. So, y'all, after hearing this, tell me what you think in the comment section. Please leave your comment and subscribe to my podcast, and make sure you share it and like it. And I hope we can come back again on a different topic, and I will try to do more podcasts leading into the future. Shalom, family.